All right, so strange schedule this week. Full practice today. Putting all the situations really into one because this is basically our only real day of practice. So it's challenging, is what it is. Very good opponent coming up. Extremely hard place to play. Very loud. Full place that makes you have a lot of challenges on offense to have to play in a place like that in the SEC. So. Best passing offense in the country and one of the best rush defenses in the country also. That gives you a lot of problems. That it's very multiple and has a lot of really good, long, strong players on defense. So they've done a phenomenal job recruiting too.
You've talked a lot about Leach's passing offense. Just for it to have been as successful it has for 20, 30 years now, what is it that enables him to keep thriving without having to adjust, it seems?
It really is amazing. Kind of goes against what you would think. I think there was a thought out there amongst a lot of people, including coaches, that the SEC had kind of figured it out last year and they had slowed down. Had slowed them down there throughout the parts of the year, and then obviously that wasn't the case because now they're right back to where they started the season to go, like that LSU game, leading the country in passing offense. So it really is amazing because you would not think you'd be able to be so simple in what you do and continue to work.
When things did start clicking for them 5 or 6 weeks ago, did you notice anything that changed, or was it just kind of experience working out?
I don't know them that well to know the order of the games and all that. I just know the quarterbacks played really well. The receivers started making a ton of plays, and for whatever reason, they seemed to start slow a lot of times, all the way back to I did see the Louisiana Tech game when that was on that day, and they've had these unbelievable comebacks. Another one, against Auburn. So it really has been amazing.
Obviously, a rivalry game, emotional. There have been some moments in this rivalry that maybe penalties caused because of emotion and had some pretty drastic effects. Is that something that you have to address with the team to kind of keep emotions in check, but still obviously be passionate?
Yeah, and we'll do that as we get closer, to the game where it's fresher in their mind, to control their emotions, in this type of game, and don't be the team that makes those mistakes.
Just kind of an oddball question, but how are you going to handle travel? I mean, will you guys stay here on campus the night before, or what exactly will you do?
I guess it's too far. I would have liked to, just because, we win when we stay at this hotel, so, and stay here, but I guess the travel would be too close to the pregame meal to go that far, so we will still do a ton of stuff here Friday, so whatever that is, Wednesday, and then basically go up there to sleep and in Tupelo, and then do the morning stuff there, and then go to the game.
With it being a short week, how much time did you spend on Saturday night's game before you had to throw it in the trash and just get ready for this one?
We still did a lot as a staff, went through it early Sunday morning. The players came in, we went through it maybe a little bit quicker than normal, but I just still believe there's too much, even though there's basically zero carryover from the opponents schematically. But again, you still got to make sure you're watching effort and blocking and tackling and how to play plays.
Since you and Leach arrived at the respective schools, the toxicity of this game maybe seems to have waned a little bit. Can you just kind of categorize your relationship with Mike Leach and what you think of him?
I don't think I knew the toxicity as you refer to it. I had heard about it here or there, the, recruiting issue, the time with the kid and all that. But, so someone said it the other day, we kind of don't make sense to be here, Leach and I, that we get along. And so, maybe we were brought here to bring a state together or something. Get you guys to get along. It is football, so really shouldn't hate people just because they went to a certain school. But I like him. Always liked him. He's funny. Does a great job wherever he's been. And I do think it's amazing, like the other question, that you can really not evolve. I've said it before, usually when you don't evolve and you don't keep up with the game, you get fired, and you get passed by. That's why people ain't huddling running I formation football anymore for the most part, And somehow he came up with something a long time ago that just keeps working.
Coach, along the travel lines, I don't know if you've been completely satisfied with the crowd size or not at home these past few weeks, but now that you guys are on the road, what are you kind of expecting as far as Ole Miss fans travel?
I don't know that. So I'm not really sure. We didn't travel very well to our own game last week, so hopefully we'll travel to the away game better.
I guess I'll ask you the old wet ball question, and that the weather forecast has changed a whole bunch and keeps flipping back and forth, but a chance for it to be really cold and really wet down there Thursday night. How much preparation goes into maybe that's going to be the case?
Well, we only had one real practice, which was today, and so we did use wet ball and individual with the skilled players on offense. So we actually have at times, for whatever reason, in our 2 years played pretty well in situations similar. When we've had a lot of rain before, not necessarily as much during the game, but so I don't know. I think people would tell you if you throw the ball 70 times, you probably don't want it to rain, so maybe it's in our favor.